full-time job at a place called the Filthy Sow, one of the taverns that rings the outer section of the Traveler's Ward, which is pretty much open to any passers-by that don't live full-time in the Traveler's Ward. Uh, Chiu, that little new little owl friend, before they became a friend, was attempting to track Grek and Hakado, and the group, all three, kind of ran into one of the myriad of griffins that. Well, when I just say griffin in general, I'm usually referring to the standard lion eagle mix. But technically, griffin is a lot of different things, and it is more or less a classification of creatures. Particular type of griffin that they ran into happened to be the combination of an opossum and a seagull. Some sort of trash-loving griffin.
And quick question.
Yep.
When you say the variants in griffins, are you also mean like the types of birds and whatnot that hybridize them? Like that this one's like a seagull and possum?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, okay. Like when I say griffin, a lot of different things can be a
griffin.
Yeah, it could be a griffin. Pretty much. But I just say
a
griffin.
Mammal back and a bird front of some sort.
Yeah, and they'd be as different as like as two different types of dragons. They aren't the same species, but like you say dragon, and it's any kind of dragon. When I say griffin, okay, cool. If I say griffin without a qualifier, it typically means the standard griffin, and griffin anything else is random weird griffin.
All right, cool. I was wondering in case it was like that, or if it was more like Skyrim Khajiit, where they are all still cats, but there's ones the size of house cats.
No.
There's humanoids, and then there's freaking
the size
of bears.
No, I still don't understand Khajiits. They are weird. They're influenced by the moon. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. No. These are basically like different kinds of dragons. The way that there are the whole classification of creatures.
Thank you.
And if you can mute while you're typing, that would be great. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're getting. Sorry. One of those super brain days. So Grek and Hakado went to the hideout of that particular cult that has been pulling Grek in. That's where you officially met Shiu. And Shiu decided to be nice and bought Grek an entire barrel of ale. The next day, the party went to investigate about the missing people. You learned about a woman named Tess, who was last seen in a silver dress. You met a Knoll man named Tebbets, whose son Bert went missing. Chiu and Grek went off to a meeting at the cult. Zirin and Hakado trailed this very unusual butcher back to his home. A civilian or bear person. At this person's home, which was on the bottom level of one of the huge sprawling tenements, you spotted an unusual sight of ventilation pipes going into the underground and decided to sit there for the night. Also, earlier in the day, the group of you had did some garden work, except for Shiu, who had gotten ejected from the place. Pashtu went to the Lucky Stag for the evening, Grek went to the Lucky Stag for the evening, but Shiu went to a hostel. Now for the next day.
Right. Oh, real quick, to confirm, at least right now, because I'm not really, doing more than just being a spare hand, I'm not getting any pay at the clinic at the moment. Correct?
Right, you're just getting some life experience there.
Okay.
Okay, so it was rather an uneventful night for Zirin and Hakado. Occasionally, some unusual smell would drift up from the pipes. Give me a nature check from the two of you.
I'm good at that.
Oh,
Let's see.
by the way, Larceny, do you have dark vision?
Who was that towards? I didn't catch the name.
Honest key.
Blake, you're up.
And you're still muted.
I'm looking.
Alright. Because, all humans on this world are variant humans, which means I don't know if you have dark vision or not. Like, I don't know if your
Okay.
ancestor might include, your more recent ancestors might include dwarf, orc, or elf that have enough of a count that, left you with night vision. Or if you perhaps favor, perhaps your elven ancestry, if you have elven ancestry to begin with, which, most humans have at least a bit of elf in them anyway, because, again, mixed. Didn't carry the gene for dark vision.
The tiefling does have 60 feet.
Yes.
Oh, you're a tiefling. Okay, sorry, you look like a human in this picture. So yeah, if you're a tiefling, you get night vision.
Oh, that's a picture from a game.
All right. Do you not have horns? Do you have tiny horns? Do you not have a tail? Or is that picture
I
just
have-
not quite representational?
It's the closest thing I could get,
Okay.
but it's a human instead of a tiefling.
Okay, I just wanted to make
They
sure.
do, however,
Okay.
have horns and a tail.
Cool. I was just making sure when I was looking at that picture, going, Yeah. Ekoto, you're pretty sure some meat is being smoked. You don't know what kind, though. It's
yeah,
pretty.
I don't recognize
It's
the
pretty quiet, but the smell from underneath this place from those vents is definitely some kind of smoked meat.
I feel like Ziren's just zoned out because he got bored.
I really don't like that. I'm gonna look at my friend who's with me and be like, they're smoking meat and I don't recognize it.
I'm sure that's fine.
Excuse me?
Sarcasm.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure no matter what happens or in there, it's not fine.
Depends on perspective, I suppose. You can kind of set up.
I'm pretty
Still
sure
think we need to wait.
Yeah, we need to wait, but honestly, it's it's unnerving.
We go get the other people so that way when he's gone, we can all kind of.
I'm sorry.
Should we go find the others again? So that way when he wanders out, we can.
That's a good idea, but you know what?
Safety inspect. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but go ahead, go find them because you know this city more than I do. I've just arrived and I will get lost easily. I'll stay here hidden and keep an eye on it. I won't do anything rash. I promise you. I'll wait for you guys.
No. Don't do anything without me because it's not. Don't have fun yet. It's gonna go wandering.
I
Back
don't
to the,
die, and I don't know what's inside. So.
That's fair. He just doesn't want to be left out.
All right. It's the middle of the night. It's currently past midnight, so it's technically the 22nd. And you're wandering through streets that aren't quite as active as they had been during the day, but you're seeing some more, nocturnal faces. You're seeing a few tabaxi, kind of like gathering in small groups. You see a few more of those smaller rat folk, the Mardor, kind of sneaking about. You see one or two more owl folk, nothing like your new companion, kind of like hanging over like one of the rails. That's like how there's multiple levels on the tenements and everything like that, with, like multiple street levels. Like you see a couple of them like leaning over the rails and like watching you walk by.
I'm sure it's fine. He's just gonna keep. He's just gonna head back to the tavern, basically. Or That's where he would meet them all in the morning. Finish his rest there, basically.
All right. So, the next morning, what would each of you like to do?
If you said it was midnight, or are you saying the night has already passed?
Yeah, it's the next morning at this point.
Okay. I'd say just go downstairs and get ready for the day.
Well, it's just basically the back rooms of the tavern. There's other places above that don't belong to the tavern.
Oh, then I will go out into the public space and just
There you go.
continue waking up for the day, debate whether I want to eat something, and I'm assuming run into Zirian or whoever else might still be here.
Zero. Either be out there pretty early or have just been out there sleeping in like a chair. Be like, yeah, it's fine.
Probably
Playing bouncer even after hours.
lifting his head up from one of the tables.
Anything interesting?
There's a shady butcher that we're not sure what kind of meat he's cooking.
Oh,
It's people.
how do you mean people?
No, that wasn't in character. I just had to make the
Okay.
reference.
Ah, butcher. Is it like the other butcher with the rats?
More like underneath of like in the block where everyone's vanishing kind of thing, or near that. I think it's in the B block.
Wanna go check it out?
Yeah,
I am fine with this.
Pagoda's kindly out there. I wanted to make sure we got everybody, because once he leaves, we might not have a lot of time to. We'll have a decent amount of time to investigate, I imagine. But we don't know what's inside. Could be nothing. Could be absolutely harmless.
I could sneak in there. I'm a small man. I can fit through holes.
Speaking of sneaking, where's the bird?
I don't know where's the bird. I'll go. Did the bird tell me where he was gonna sleep?
That's up to you, Shio.
Owlman, you're muted if you're talking.
Oh, what? Okay, I was blanking. Sorry.
I was asking if you told me where you're gonna sleep, or because I don't know if I know where to find you. Probably the hostel, but
Yeah, the hostel is where I sleep.
yeah, we can go see if we can find him. I walk towards the hostel and see if I can find Shio.
I'll follow. Because I need to lead it right to where Pagoda is, anyways.
I'll go with the group.
All right, so you exit the Lucky Stag and start heading down the street towards B block. Hokkaido, roll me a perception check. Ash? Ah, there you go. Did you sleep during the night at all?
Not if I can help it.
Then you can take one level of exhaustion. Yeah. So you wake up. Not wake up. Sorry. Since you weren't sleeping. You're currently exhausted though. And you see the bear man exiting his door and with a few sacks, and is taking up his cart.
Yeah, well, I promised I wouldn't do anything, so
All right. He heads down the street with his cart and exits the traveler's ward. What are the rest of you guys doing? You're going to collect Shiu at the bird hostel?
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Shiu, what are you doing?
What? Well, let's see here. I suppose, I am, hold on.
Hello?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, hold on, I'm just typing something.
It's cool.
Do-do-do.
So, Chiu, are you currently in the hostel or are you out somewhere?
I would say I'm out somewhere.
All right. So, Greg, roll a perception check for me.
Oh god. Am I good at this? I'm not. But I am.
All right. So, as you're heading down for towards the hostel, Shiu, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Shit, my virtual tabletop is not working. Hold on, give me a second. I need to set that up better. There we go.
All right. So you're in the middle of talking to somebody about what you messaged me, and Greg, at a distance, you spot what you believe to be your new little owl friend chatting with a tabaxi of all things.
Hey, Mr. Owlman.
Oh, hello, frog.
We're gonna check out the butcher. I heard he had good meat or something.
Oh yes, he had the best sausage I've ever had.
Yeah,
Of course, I
so
haven't had much.
fair. So yeah, I was wondering if you could come with us and check it out. I don't know. You were
Check it out
friendly
in what way?
yesterday. I don't know. We were gonna go there. I think someone said something about breaking in, but I don't know exactly.
Safety and
Oh well. Oh well, if we're talking about a break-in, then I'm going to need a little something in exchange.
The tabaxi you were having a conversation with is this eye-patched, kind of tabby looking, orange tabby looking creature. Kind of like turns, his yellow eye on the grip view, then looks down at Chio again, and says, "Well, if you're looking for more information, just come talk to me later, all right? And I didn't hear anything about this."
Wait, is that a cat?
Of course
man?
not.
You traitor!
Look, I talk to cats and I talk to everybody else.
Traitor!
The tabaxi gives Greg a look and then wanders off.
Confused. I'm just confused.
Anyway, to make it up for betraying me, you're gonna help us with this task.
It's no betrayal. I'm
I
simply
will
trying to
write you
find
out.
information.
Anyway, are we gonna go check out this butcher? I'm quite
I
hungry,
was
actually.
I was simply going to ask for a vial of your of the fluid you secrete
Ew, gross.
from your
Poison.
skin, not anywhere else.
You want your poison.
Yes, I want your venom.
I'll think about it.
All right, that's going to have to do well enough. I can't have you riding me to the rats.
Up to see the butcher, or rather, his shop, house. Make I don't know. Let's walk.
All right, so you remember where to go, and you find Hakato still standing there. Hakato looks like he hasn't slept. His fur is a bit mussed, and his eyes are a little bleary.
Are you okay, my friend?
Ash?
Wolfman. Mr. Wolfman. Did you have a
Ash!
good sleep?
I'm on push to talk. Sorry, I forgot.
It's none.
You're
So,
fine.
I'm just gonna answer. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was kind of expecting you all to come back a lot sooner, but
I was sleeping.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I was nesting. That's
I amazing. All right. Why don't we go?
Up here.
The bear left.
That was kind of the plan.
So what are we doing exactly?
Going in there,
Okay.
see if the meat is
so. This is
not what you'd think it is.
so. This is a break-in then. All right.
I'm pretty sure it's not normal meat. I mean, I didn't recognize the smell at all.
I mean, meat is meat, but sure.
Well, there's been
All right,
very
well,
strange butcher.
Well, is the door locked for the butcher?
Yeah, definitely this man's place of business or home or whatever it is that he spent all night in is locked.
Well, is there anybody that can see me and everybody else in this general area?
Roll perception.
Okay. That is a garbage perception check because I have a +7.
Yeah, you don't see anybody. It's pretty well. There's a lot of tightened spaces, a lot of buildings, like a lot of overhangs. So yeah, you don't see anybody. It's currently, you guys are kind of blocking this direction.
All right, I'm gonna use my thieves tools to bust this lock open.
All right.
Proficiency with license tools allows you to... What is the thieves tools check?
This will be dexterity on them.
Okay. So I just roll a dexterity check plus my proficiency bonus because I'm proficient with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as a player, I've always seen them as basically a very specific sleight of hand check.
Wouldn't it
Okay.
be thieves' tools?
No, I'm saying like their function, like because you're
Oh, yeah.
using almost like a sleight of hand thing, but with
22.
a tool for an advantage.
Nice. You hear like a single click, and the door is unlocked.
After y'all.
Chapter.
I will keep a lookout.
Okay. Doop, 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 doop. I walk in.
If you
Alright,
hear noises,
so-
you know something went wrong.
Also, mage
will-
armor.
I would also like to start sneaking.
All right,
I'm
roll
gonna
stealth.
walk in as well, but sneakily too.
Roll stealth if you're sneaking.
They're sneaking. He's going to attempt, but very
Uh,
poorly.
Exhaustion.
That
gives
is garbage.
On that too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only on
Don't
skill
worry.
checks. First level.
I got this.
Also, for me, like kind of like taking watch, I'll just step couple feet down the alley, so I'm not directly in front of the door, and just kind of sit there, look like a bum, maybe meditate a little bit.
All right. So you enter in, and it's actually fairly nice in here. There's a well-worn rug on the floor. There is a rather large, well-worn armchair. Like these things are not like discards. These are like well cared for and nicely upholstered actually. Bits of furniture, like there's fabric and like a comfortable place to sit down. There is a table. It looks like it's both like the equivalent of a coffee table, and eating space. Like some place that's pulled up to the nice chair. There is a nice little oil lamp sitting on a little sideboard next to said chair. There appears to be a kitchen area with proper venting, and the standard like staples that you can keep in such an area. There is a hatch in the floor over by the kitchen area. There is another room that appears to be good for sleeping. The type of bed that you would expect for a civilian or a bear folk, rather like bulky and lots of bits of fabric, lots of blankets and pillow types of things. Other than that, you don't see anybody. I don't see any signs of rats nibbling or other types of little vermin. Not people rats, but rats nibbling on anything. So it's like pretty good upkeep in here.
So there's a hatch, yeah.
Yes, there's a hatch
that's
near the kitchen area.
Okay. I'm gonna check if that hatch is trapped first because I just have a feeling that it might be potentially.
That's a fair guess.
Well,
There's also a wardrobe visible in the bedroom.
I'll check that. I'll check if that went out in a bit. I'm just more curious about this hatch just to get this out of the way.
All right, roll your investigation check. Sorry.
I made a mistake. Okay, there we go.
Made a fatal error.
20.
All right, the hatch is not trapped.
Is it locked?
No, it is not locked either. There's no kind of locking mechanism on it.
All right. I guess I'll just open up the hatch then, just to see what's in there.
You see a ladder that looks like a fairly thick ladder, one designed to support the weight of such a bare person. That seems to be going down into a rather oddly, for a basement area, moist and warm darkness. Usually those sort of places are dry and cool. Like, if somebody is lucky enough to have a lower level domicile in this area, they would definitely be wanting a basement section to store, root cellar. But this is warm, and there is definite moisture in the air.
Is there any mold or anything?
You're not detecting any, but it's also dark. Your dark vision, you peer down, you definitely see a solid floor. Dirt, but solid. No
Mhm.
visible signs of mold around the hatch.
All right. I'm gonna let everybody that went in with me know that I'm gonna go down this hatch, and then I'm gonna proceed to not touch the ladder. I'm gonna just fly down. I'm just gonna float down the hatch.
I'm
Little
gonna
owl flutters.
I'm gonna go down as well, but instead of using the ladder, I'm just gonna crawl down and be on the ceiling. Because I don't think anyone's gonna trap their ceiling, are they?
I'm gonna go down the ladder.
Joke's on you. This guy only traps his ceiling.
This guy is actually Spider-Man.
Uh,
Is it very low down?
It's designed to fit somebody the size of a large bear person, which is basically the size of a normal bear. So
So I couldn't be jumping down. Careful.
yes, as long as your companions have moved out of the way, you can just hop down.
the distance is more
we
of a
have
cellar
someone.
than some crazy pit.
We have someone keeping an eye out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down then.
Yeah, Pasto is the one that's sitting out front. So you look around, and there is looks like several rooms around here. One has like a bit of a stone door on it. This seems to be a wide space, and you see like a few barrels that seem to have like some kind of some kind of spices like tucked into the top. Like there's like little burlap sacks with the different spices that seem to not be doing the best in this kind of moist atmosphere, but they're tucked into barrels, like trying to keep the moisture down on them. And then you come to the area where there's the definite heat source and like smoke and such escaping from the little vents that you guys saw up top. There's a butchery area, with the all stained red and like big heavy cleavers, all sunk into like a proper storage area, like this metal block, and then there's the huge butchery table. And across from that is the area where all the steam is coming from, and you're seeing like casing after casing of just sausages being like some of them slowly roasted, others are like being hung up to dry, and it's like all sorts of stuff put together with spices and whatever meats these all are.
I might just steal one of those sausages.
And yeah, there's actually one big grinder down here. So yeah, okay, you still a sausage link.
And I'm just gonna start eating that because I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
All right.
I'm gonna look at you, like, just stare at you.
What? We already broke into this guy's house. It's not like this is even doing anything worse.
That's not the point. You might be eating someone's meat, not something. Someone.
I'm gonna look at the sausage for a second. Look back at. Wait, who's talking again?
Hakoda.
Oda.
Which one's Dakota? The wolf. Look back at the wolf man, and then proceed to keep eating the sausage, but like more slower.
That could be cannibalism. I just want you to be very aware of that.
What can we say? It's a dog-eat-dog world.
I would just like to let you know that birds eat other birds all the time.
All right. I have no argument against that.
Let's see.
Anyway,
So there was a stone door that we can't see behind, right?
That'd be correct.
Anyone want to check that one for traps and see if it's locked?
I'll do it. Let's see here. Is stone door locked, or is it not? Or is it
It is
just
not
open?
locked.
All right. Is it trapped?
That investigation check, is that the new investigation check, or I don't have I
No,
don't have
that's the other
timestamp
one.
on here. I thought I had timestamp on here. Timestamp.
There's the new one.
There we go. Timestamp. That helps. All right. So, yeah, it does not appear to be trapped.
All right, just open it then.
A horrific smell, now that the stone door has been opened, wafts into your face, and you're definitely detecting sewer gas and the like coming up from there. As you look into this dark room, this is definitely some kind of latrine / garbage dump area that probably feeds directly into the sewers. There is a large wooden kind of platform that's a bear-sized person could easily sit on, but that you and Greg could easily fall through if, you could easily just go down through that. There also appears to be a some kind of wooden. I don't know what the proper term for it would be. It doesn't block out the smell, but it currently keeps the hole into the sewer blocked. So even if you went down into the seat, you would...
Like a grate?
Not a grate. It's like a wooden plank. It doesn't have any holes in it.
Oh.
Basically, this looks like a way of keeping rats from coming right up from the sewer.
Okay.
Fun.
Had I known we were going into the sewer, I wouldn't have just eaten a fucking sausage.
Wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, that hole would not fit any of the rest of you. But, Greg and Shia, you'd probably be able to fit down the hole if the plank was removed.
Let's look around.
Yeah, there are various soiled rags on the walls here. It doesn't look like there's any, water to clean somebody off, but, just rags. Bits of dried crud on them.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the place. Not that he's ignoring that room now.
I'm gonna go back up to the first floor and try that dresser that was mentioned earlier.
All right. You open that up, and you see various clothes that would fit a bear person. There appears to be like at least one pair of shoes that would fit a bear person down below, and some kind of box with a lock on it. Like some kind of trunk that's at the bottom of the wardrobe.
Alright, thieves' tools, don't let me down. Does the 13 open it up?
No, it clicks and you kind of get your thieves' tool just jammed in there.
Damn. Thieves' tool, you availed me.
When you say James, he didn't lose the tools, right?
He's still got
No,
the tool, but it nearly bent when he was trying to work it.
Okay.
Anyone else want to give it a try?
Sure. Would be sleight of hand? Or brute strength, because I don't have one of those.
You can use thieves' tools without the proficiency, it's just that you don't get the proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I'll use these tools. That is just a straight up dex check, I presume.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get into the thieves' tools and click, click, click. You hear the locks snap open on this particular trunk. You open it up and you see a flash of something silver.
What is it?
It appears to be a silver dress that would fit a standard humanoid.
A dress.
Hold the fuck down. Hold on. I need the description of the dress.
A silvery dress.
Yeah, let me check my notes. Give me a sec.
I feel like Zern's like looking at Koda's pulls out like whatever notebook.
Oh no, fuck. Oh no, I fucking deleted that. Alright. I had notes of everything, and then I had to delete my character and remake it somewhere else. And now I lost all my fucking notes.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you remember.
I mean, do I also do the check since I'm at the box?
Yeah, Hakoda, you do remember a conversation that talked about a missing woman wearing a silver dress.
But I had the notes. That's not remembering. I had the notes.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if you didn't say it out loud, it's like I'm assuming that you didn't quite remember, so I'm just letting you have prompting your character with a memory check.
What?
Yes, there was a woman with a dress that it was silvery.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm gonna pass the information.
Okay, let's explore further to see if we can maybe find someone who's not dead yet.
All right, I must say we should probably lock this box back up and put it back where it was, so nobody noticed that we took that out.
Mhm.
Sure. Let's look for. There's gotta be something hidden. Cause you're not gonna leave something in plain sight. So for that.
I mean, this is
Indoors,
an underground
moving.
basement.
Oh yeah, maybe I should.
I mean, I'll take a look around.
Yeah, Zern's gonna look around for anything hidden first floor in the basement.
Yeah, same thing here.
All right.
It's not gonna go well, but
Where are you searching, Quentin? You're searching in the basement or the or the other floor?
I mean, I'm in the basement, unless we
Right.
found something deeper in, but...
Yeah, so you find lots of sausages, you find spices and, flour and, bits of filler and all sorts of stuff in the barrels, in sacks, trying to keep the moisture level down. You search around in the latrine, and you find a bit of a bone chip. Like a small bone, like it looks like maybe the piece of a humanoid finger bone.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely people in the sausage.
It's in the. You said they were in the latrine, like the.
Yeah, with that investigation check, you checked around the latrine, like right around some of the muck that didn't quite go down the hole, and it looks like at some point the part of a finger got lost in here.
Yeah, so... But do I see, like, the equipment you would use to make the sausage? Or maybe, like, where
There was in the butchery room. You had things like the grinder, and the barrels contain like bits of filler. You don't find like the casings, but it's possible they're currently all used up. And it's like you see various tools on the butchery rack, which like cleaver, the stuffer would be over there too.
So basically, we got a little bit of human remains, and we also got a potentially stolen dress from someone who was missing. I would say that's enough for now.
And a now cannibalistic party member.
I have
Well,
not.
technically,
I've not
he didn't
been
eat
confirmed.
Technically, he didn't eat another owl, so.
I know, I'm just being an asshole. Patchstone knows nothing. He's outside.
And Pasto comes from a people that eat other sentient beings.
This is true. He would not care.
Well, his particular group, not all of the Thrikrins are cannibalistic, but
my group
the
was
ones
weird.
the ones that you came from are the traditional, monster manual.
Borderline tribal.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the tribes that live in the desert, the vast desert that's to the west.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything secretive here. Maybe I should check upstairs as well. Maybe we missed something.
Did you tell the rest of your party that you found a bit of a humanoid fingerboard?
Yeah, I told him like there's definitely a human in there, and I'll give
Well,
it to
there's a small hole, but I'd rather not crawl in there.
What do you mean?
The hole that was blocked up to block up the rats.
I can go in there. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
You want to open up the plank and go down to the sewers by yourself?
Yeah, why not?
Is anyone going to spot him while he's doing this?
Spot him for what?
Is everyone?
In case something happens to him, because he's going by himself
Alright,
into
fine,
the sewers.
I'll go with him.
I'll be fine. I'll be on the roof. There's not that much.
You're
things that can
Quentin.
hit me
You're
there.
Quentin. You know what happens when
I'll
you go by
be fine,
yourself.
Liz. I'll be fine. Okay,
We're both going.
maybe like he does something in there. Because why would you have an open hole to like the sewers in your house? You know?
Toilet.
Probably for body disposal.
Yeah, so maybe there's like a corpse down there. I'm gonna go check.
All right. So you guys open up the little hatch that's clearly removed anytime that he needs to defecate or dispose of something. You also discover that the entire thing can be lifted away. So it's possible that you could remove the seat part and everyone could go down there if they really wanted to. But for now, the seat is still on, and Greg is the only one going down into the sewers. Greg, you can see in the dark, right?
I actually don't have dark vision.
I was about to say.
Oh no!
Because it is pitch black down there. You
Don't
hear
open the door to that.
you hear
Don't
dripping.
open the door
You
to
hear the
that.
sound of dripping.
Chris, quick question.
Yeah.
Could I use silent image to create a light?
No, sadly.
Really?
You can create the illusion of a light, but you can't actually create a light. The illusion of a light
Like it doesn't
doesn't
shed
actu-
light on the environment.
Yeah, it doesn't shed light on the environment.
Ah, that's so sad.
You need the environment look like you can pretend that like there's light being shed, but that's really about it.
Maybe you could come back and I got a hooded lantern.
Basically,
Oh, yeah.
the illusion of a light would be the equivalent of a lamprey in the
Give
dark.
Give me the hooded. Give me the lantern.
All right, here you go.
Right.
I will give him my hooded lantern.
I'll tie it around my belt and just scroll on the ceiling, and it'll
Alright.
just be dangling there.
So, this appears to be actually pretty far down into the sewers. This hole actually looks like it's about 20 feet down. You see water. You see piles of refuse. Make an investigation check. You think you hear the sound of something large breathing not too far away.
I'm not getting that lantern back.
You also spot 20 feet down, amid one of the piles of refuse, what appears to be the skull of, well, something humanoid. Not necessarily human. It's got like some elongated features, but definitely not what you would consider an animal.
Being Frogman, would I know that it sounds like an Otok? Right? Those are things that live in the sewers.
Roll Arcana!
I'm like from a swampy thing. Otok
Yes.
happened there.
Which means, but still, it does sound like breathing to you. But roll Arcana check. Yeah, you would probably be good to go with your first instinct to think, uh-oh, I hear breathing. I'm in piles of refuse. Good chance there's a no tug around.
I'm quickly gonna go get reinforcements. Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Okay, Zarin, roll me investigate. Oh, that was your investigation. Yeah, you don't find anything new.
Yeah, he was more just looking like.
Sorry, I was looking.
Bored.
I was looking around and I saw the 10. I didn't see who rolled it. That was my response to the investigation. I think earlier. Oh no, never mind. That was the 10 for the Arcana. So yeah, Quentin. Yeah, all the information I already gave you, like the sound of breathing, the skull, and then one of the piles. But that's 20 feet down.
Yes.
Zero just got bored and just started lifting things.
I'm gonna go back up and I'm going to go like, hey guys,
Uh-huh.
I might want some reinforcements.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at my bandage on my paw. Is it solid?
The bandage has like there's some good amounts of blood in there. There's probably like a film on your wound, but it could easily reopen.
Okay, I'm gonna put a piece of cloth, like wrap it up very tightly. I don't know.
Medicine check.
I'm gonna die from a fucking infection.
Why are we going down there again?
There's a big pile of dead things. And there's like a big thing sleeping.
I thought we were trying to find something that was alive.
Well, that's not for.
Well, apparently he did find something that was alive.
You tied it a bit too tight, and now you've lost feeling in that hand. Or was it the leg? Or whatever paw that was. You've lost feeling in that paw from the over tightening of the of the cloth.
Like just says dysentery.
I guess I'm gonna jump in it.
It's 20 feet down.
I'm gonna climb them.
And I'm sorry about all this, Blake. I did not expect them to do this. As any GM will tell you, that's exactly what happens. The last thing that you expect is what happens.
You know, I probably should have just said at some point that I know somebody that can do this better than I can.
That's the other thing you could have said, yeah.
We need some rope for this. Maybe, I don't know.
Zarian's still not sure why we're going down into the sewers.
Has anyone alerted Pasho?
Nope, he's just chilling, waiting for noises. So far, he has heard nothing.
Because I'm letting you know that if you're descending down to the sewers and get into trouble, Pasho will not be able to help you.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go tell. So I have to step away later anyway. This might honestly be a perfect time for me too. I wanted to be here in case I was needed toward the beginning, but I do have some stuff going on. I'm only around for half the session.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll stay here for now until I have to go, in case somehow the story changes. But if you guys forgot about Pastro, that is genuinely okay. He is okay standing watch.
Okay.
All right. So have we removed the entire thing so that people can go down there now?
That's up to you guys. You push up the entrance. You unlatched. Oh, not push up. There's basically little latches, just basically to prevent somebody else climbing along the ceiling and just entering into this guy's home. So you unlatch that from its base, and now have a wide enough area for multiple people to go down there.
All right, now I'm gonna flutter down and stay. I'm gonna stay in the air and not touch the floor because
the smell is horrific down here. The smell, the little bit of terrible stench you were getting just from opening, the door to the latrine / garbage pit, is just 10 times worse now that you're actually in the sewer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and not touch the surfaces of anything.
Yeah. You see, like, several. Basically, this area looks like the water has, like, bulked into one corner and has spread up a bunch of debris. More than just the stuff that has, like, collected from the bottom of this latrine. It's like during, heavy rain seasons, probably more and more stuff gets washed down here a bit and washed through.
Yeah, okay. Can I see? So he couldn't really see what was down here with his with the lantern. Can I see what's down here with the with my dark vision of 90 feet?
Yeah, you see bones, mostly splintered. You see the skull, but deformed, bit of a bit of a snout type of skull, but definitely a hominoid. You just see large piles of excrement and other detritus. And roll a perception check, please.
All right, I will. 16.
You definitely hear the sound of something large breathing nearby. And as you look around, with your ability to distinguish different textures, with your dark vision, unlike the light, which doesn't exactly help because it was such a dim light. You're able to distinguish that there's in one of the piles nearby there is what looks to be a tentacle half sticking out of it, just kind of limp on there.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say, oh yeah, there's a tentacle like just coming out of that pile over there.
It seems to twitch a bit and starts pulling itself into the heap.
Can I tell like what kind of creature it would belong to at least?
Arcana check.
Okay. $19.
You're pretty sure it's an otog, something that cities are known to like put down in other sewers to help control and consume various waste products. However, they are quite ordinary if you disturb them, and a bit territorial. So they will attack if disturbed.
Okay, do not touch the do not touch the garbage disposal.
Okay.
How do you pronounce the name of that thing again?
I can never pronounce it, so I just call it otog.
Otog, okay.
But other people pronounce it other ways, and I'm terrible at pronunciation.
Yeah, I never even heard of an otog, so I can't even comment on it at all. I'm gonna go ahead and just go back up and say, yep, there is definitely an otog down there. And there's also bones, a lot of bones.
Okay.
What kind of bones can you see them?
There was a skull.
Humanoid.
Alright, let's.
Yeah, humanoid skull. Yes.
Okay, so I have a question for.
There's the picture.
Are we wanting to find more evidence that he's killed people, which we have a lot of, or do we want to see if there's anyone that's not been killed yet? Which I don't think is down there.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything humanoid that would be alive down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, we're just going to put everything back to the way it was and leave before we get caught. If he ends up coming back early for any reason.
Sounds fair.
To justice,
right? You guys can bring him to justice. I don't really care too much about that.
Sorry, what?
I heard him.
But you guys have, I'm assuming, all the information you need for bringing him to justice if that's what you want to do.
What do you mean you don't care much?
I'm not a great person.
Neither am I.
I can see that.
I just want to hurt him.
Well, if you want to hurt him, I'm okay with that. I can even assist if you want. But I don't exactly do the whole. I don't do law things very well. You probably figured that out when I got literally thrown out of a mansion for trying to steal something.
Yeah, the law's overrated. Zirian is not one with governing law. It's fine.
I feel like we might not wanna. We might wanna, tell them, and that way we won't get arrested.
Either way, we still shouldn't be here. Yeah, so we should
Roll-
probably
roll
leave.
it.
Yeah,
No,
we should
you're
leave.
right.
Make a
We
history
shouldn't-
check.
We shouldn't be there and trying to fix things. We should let the guy kill people and
Okay.
make hostages.
Gritton,
I didn't say that.
Gritton, even as you say that with the law thing, you suddenly remember you're in the traveler's ward. The law really doesn't apply in this section.
We can wait here to ambush him and murder him. Sorry, I was
You know-
mistaken.
That's a good idea.
I'd sit in the chair watching the front door.
That's a right fine idea.
I'm gonna be on the ceiling, and he won't see me because I'm on the ceiling. Who checks the ceiling? I'll be fine.
Pat-
I'm gonna wait by the door and try to ambush him. Try to get that good old sneak attack.
Pasto, are you gonna stay in front of the door, or are you gonna move?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My dog is screaming, so I was kind of calming him down.
Aw, poor pup. You're not getting along
Yeah, I
with
think I have
kitties?
to let him out in a sec. I haven't given it to him, but I think he has to go outside here in a minute.
Okay.
And screaming isn't the right word.
Are you staying outside the house, or are you going someplace else?
I'll go ahead and go to the clinic if just to say he did something productive. Because if it's been like quote unquote hours or some great deal of time.
It's been like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah. But it looks like the rest of the party is prepared to stay and wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait by the inside of the door, trying to get that. I'm gonna try to sneak attack him if I can.
All right. Is anyone not staying there in the house?
Zirian's gonna be the one that he first wants to be the one he sees, so he distracts him from anybody else that wants to be sneaky. So I feel like he's moving a chair so that they can like watch the front door.
All right. Hakoda, what are you doing?
Sorry, I forget that I was on Push to Talk again. Hold on. Gonna try to hide, I guess, to ambush him.
Okay. So I need you Hakoda to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Alright. So, after the first hour, Kakato, you've completely fallen asleep and start snoring.
Alright, well, guys, have a good game. I'm gonna disconnect then if I'm sleeping.
Why would you disconnect? It's not like it's the rest of the session.
Yeah, it's a nap. You dozed off.
Yeah. If you fail your con save, you end up you're exhausted. You end up just falling asleep for a bit.
Yeah, and you're not doing anything your characters aren't going to be doing anything for a while.
So So go ahead
We
and
didn't
take
come
that
back
nap.
until like night before, so we do have a decent amount of time.
Yeah, it's unlikely. It's probably going to get a chance for a long rest before you wake up again, is what I'm trying to say. Since you were exhausted. Ash.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
What? Oh, we're saying Ash. I heard Pash with a P. My bad.
Did you hear all that?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I was cleaning something. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then I'm just gonna wait and see what happens.
All right. So, time goes by. Because you came here in the morning, right after he left. 5 hours go by. Hakoto is still asleep in a little woven pile. The rest of you, by this point, are probably getting a bit restless. What are Zirin, Shio, and Grek doing at this point?
Is there anything he can get, like a cup or anything that to get like a drink of water or something like that at some point?
There appears to be a small barrel with water in here, and yes, there are some cups and plates. And there's like a separate little thing that clearly is used as a washing tub.
You could probably just get someone to be sitting there, like kind of like just sipping on it, waiting for the person to get there. It's fine.
All right. What about you, Shio?
You said 5 hours passed?
It's been 5 hours. What is your character doing?
What time is it right now?
It is the afternoon.
Comes back around nighttime, doesn't he?
Might be different each time. I don't know. I'm assuming.
I'm gonna see if he has a bathtub, and I'm gonna take a bath.
There's no bathtub. The only thing you found was latrine, and Zirin has uncovered a barrel with some water in it.
I'll go in the barrel with some water in it.
I mean, it's not like anybody else is going to be using it.
You just poisoned the water that Zirin was trying to drink.
There for him later. I'm gonna be chilling in there, so I don't have to use my lamp for that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back.
What happened?
We're just waiting to find out what you're doing.
Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, you know what? I might as well. I might as well because I can just do it whenever. I'm just gonna use magic to sight to see if there's any. I'm just gonna use my magic sight to cast detect magic as a ritual, so I can check if there's like any magic shit in this room. I doubt there is, but I might as well just check.
The water barrel is currently glowing.
Okay. Is that just because of Greg now?
Yep. You peer in.
Okay.
You see the frog just bathing in there. And his bottle, the bottle that he carries with him, is always glowing.
Oh, okay. Is there like a flask in this house that I can take?
Roll investigation.
$13.
You peer through the cabinets, but you don't find anything that would be useful for that.
All right, I'm just gonna go back to waiting by the door.
All right.
With my rapier.
Greg, how long do you stay in the barrel?
1 hour.
1 hour. Got it. It's another 5 hours. Hakoto, you wake up feeling refreshed finally after you've had a long rest. Your exhaustion has gone away.
Yay.
No more exhaustion. That's always good.
But your fur is like, yeah, your fur is like sticking up, and now that you've regained consciousness, Greg is no longer in the barrel. You no longer have water to sip because Greg poisoned it all.
Yeah, he's just kind of holding the cup, kind of like
you don't
it.
You don't want Greg flavored water.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and sneak down back into the hatch and eat dinner.
Syrian's gonna look at Hakoda like, don't drink that.
It's still good.
I'm just gonna mumble something from, waking up, so.
You'll feel bad for like a minute and then you'll be fine.
No poison, it's bad.
So sometime after Shio's dinner, after a total of 10 hours, you guys have been in this house. Just kind of waiting and waiting. The front door finally opens.
Is this what it's like to be a Skyrim NPC?
Maybe.
Welcome, traveler.
Anyway.
So what do you do as the figure of the bear man, a sack slung over one shoulder, comes in?
Well,
you each get one preemptive action against this guy.
I guess I could shoot him in the knees with my bow.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
All right.
And I'm assuming that's a sneak attack. Is
yes,
that a sneak attack?
You get advantage on him because he doesn't know you're there.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again then.
Rage and throw a javelin at him.
All right.
That's the 18.
Right. Roll damage.
All right. Give me a second. That is. Okay, that is. I think that is at this level 2d6 plus 1d8 plus 3.
Sounds about right.
No, at this level is only 1d6.
Ah. Oh, yeah, of course. You're level 2, not 3. God, what am I thinking?
Whoops.
Akoto, Greg, what about you two?
After my...
That is 9 damage.
I'm
All right.
a pew-pew.
All right, I need to see your damage rolls as well. All right. And finally, Greg. So basically, he comes in, he gasps as he sees it, drops his bag, and before he can do anything else, you basically just bombard him with damaging attacks, and he drops to the ground, clearly dead.
Maybe we should have questioned him first.
I thought we were all going for.
Well, it's a little late for that.
I aim for the head. I don't think that was non-lethal.
Question is, why would you aim for the head?
Because it's fun.
I'm gonna.
Okay, so if he was innocent. I doubt it, but if he was innocent, we just killed a guy that did nothing wrong.
I'm gonna crawl off the ceiling and check the bag.
Yes, maybe he just had a real fashion sense for silver dress.
The bag appears to be empty.
That's probably where he was carrying his meat in.
I'll drag him in. Can someone drag him inside? We need to close the door.
Fine.
Who got good strength? Who can drag a bear man?
Kaya?
I'll drag the bear man.
Yeah, there's only like 2 people in the party right now that I think could possibly drag the bear man.
I recover my javelin too.
Yes.
I'm gonna check his pockets for stuff.
All right. You find. Ooh. Let's see. He had a pretty good day. So you find about let's see. You find 8 gold. And about 100 silver coins, along with 40 copper.
That's pretty fucking good.
How much gold? 100. Oh, 8 gold.
That's pretty fucking good. I'm just gonna go ahead and is he wearing clothing right now?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
wearing like suspender type clothes.
I'm just gonna take like a piece of cloth and just kind of wipe off my rapier and just kind of put it away.
Okay. Does he have? We just murdered a guy.
Well, there was some place to dispose of it.
True. We could make pies. It does seem to pay very well.
Face palms.
No.
What time is it now?
It is evening.
Evening time.
You had dinner about an hour ago.
Oh, I'm calm down.
Make more sausages. Oh god.
No, but okay, you must hide the meat somewhere or people. We don't have enough. We're missing something. I don't know what, but we're missing something.
Well, I could ransack the place. Turn everything upside down, see if there's anything.
I mean, I think maybe people are gonna stop complaining about the smell now that there's nothing cooking over here, I guess.
No, just different smells.
Just different rotting smells.
Do you want me to forcefully move furniture around and see if there's anything hidden?
Go ahead.
Without care of being seen. Because he's currently dead.
We just murdered somebody. There's not much else we can do that's gonna be worse.
Yeah, because he's like, before he wasn't like, he was just kind of like just moving things slightly to kind of keep them still in order. But I feel like he just doesn't care now.
Yeah, the guy's dead. You can throw things around haphazardly.
He walks in the bedroom, he's going to overturn the bed. Just completely.
Yeah, nothing appears to be underneath.
You will continue this feature.
You pushed
or
over
we
the.
could cut him in pieces and throw him in the sewers. So thing down there can eat him.
Excuse me.
Now that's karma.
I'm gonna go look around to see if I can find a deed for this house.
All right.
Is this your house now, Greg?
Yes.
Rick, roll a history check.
You just told me the cops don't care.
Yeah, you start searching around. Who else wants to do something?
Oh my god. I'm gonna... Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, this was entertaining. I will see y'all later, I guess, if there's nothing else to do.
Yep. They still got the body laying in there. They're in the middle of things. He's still fully dressed, and his bag is laying off to one side. Is there anything you wish to do with the body?
The bag's empty. Well, Greg already saw it.
Turn the bag inside out.
Woo! Yeah, there's a sudden whoosh, and money comes spilling everywhere, as do a bunch of sausages that look like they've been sitting out for a while. Various condiments, various bags.
What the fuck? Okay, bag of holding.
That's...
Okay then, bag of holding.
The entire place, like, the body is now covered in all sorts of stuff.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that to work. He's dumbfounded at this point. He's like, wait, that worked.
Am I still here for this?
Yeah, so you're about to walk out the door when whoosh, and suddenly the door is blocked by all of the gold that's now lying everywhere. It looks like there's 300 gold, like, scattered. There's piles of sausages.
And this is why the Thieves Guild didn't let me in.
Help. Didn't think that would work. Can we put this all in here? Because that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, just put the gold back in the bag, and I guess just leave the sausages.
Yeah, he's not taking a fucking sauce. Pretty caught up in.
And since you rolled, Zirian, give me a 1d3. Hold on, I have to look this up. I saw this last night. Oh, no, yeah, I'm still gonna have to look that up in my Dungeon Master's Guide. Okay, so that's reasonable. And roll me a 1d100. So you also find a single potion of healing also laying there, amid the other stuff that tumbled out of the bag.
Good news, everyone. We're suddenly rich.
Yes, you definitely have enough money to become a citizen, or at least get move into some better digs. Possibly even buy a small house, or like not a guild hall or anything like that. But like you can potentially invest in property with that kind of money.
I mean, I have a house.
Mobile home.
Is it?
No, I mean the one we were just in, or are in.
I have a house. Is it your house? I have a house.
Oh, I forgot one other thing. As you're picking up and collecting the gold and silver, you find what appears to be a bank seal in there as well.
A bank seal?
Yep, something that would go to a bank.
Which bank?
Let's see. You would have potentially knowledge of this, so roll me a history check.
All right.
Oh, if we go in that, maybe we should use disguise self to look like the guy.
Nat 20.
Give me 1 second. I have to look through some things. So, you know that this particular token goes to the First Kalari Banking and Trust.
Do I know which ward that's in?
That would probably be in the trade ward. Let me double check my ward list here.
So the First Kalari, what was it?
First Kalari Banking and Trust.
First Kalari Banking and Trust.
So you're leaving the buddy and the sausages there, but you took and imagine the other food stuff. But you took the money, the potion, and the banknote.
It's all for shoving him down into the sewers.
I took the key. The key to the house.
Oh yes, and the key to the house.
No, my house. The key to my house.
Zyrion's not going to argue with us at that point because he doesn't care. He doesn't think he can convince you otherwise.
So what are we going to do with all this money?
Well, we could leave this district. Technically.
But I like it here.
Mm.
Maybe we can get passes so we can enter the city. I kind of want to live in my house now. But maybe we should go to the next district and see what that's all about if we can. Would be cool.
You can freely move around districts. It's just that you can't buy property in the city outside of the Travelers Ward because you're not a citizen. And if you're not a citizen, you have to pay an entry fee to get into the city.
How does one become a citizen?
You go and apply at the citizen. Well, actually, I believe Shiu would probably know that. Shiu, having lived in the cities for some time now, would be aware that you would apply that if you want to become a legitimate citizen, unlike someone who maybe has forged documents, you go to the civil service building. Hold on, I believe that's Dragon Square. Let me double check something. Hold on.
Oh, you made a good point. I could forge the documents.
But you don't know what they look like.
Yeah, but that's why I'm gonna go investigate.
I also have the ability to use a forgery.
I'm not sure. Now the Dragon Square is the cathedrals and those buildings. Hold on, I'm looking for the government buildings. All right. So yeah, that would be in the council square. Sorry, council ward. Council ward. That would have the government buildings in it.
So what's the idea here? We get one deed of citizenship and then just forge the rest?
We'll see. Maybe if it's super easy to get them, we might as well get real ones.
Good point. No, you can keep the bags, Zarian.
Is it possible I can get something to put the stuff that we're keeping in the bag in there, so yeah, we can keep note of it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep note of my sheet. Chris,
I heard you. What did you say?
is it possible I can get like a handout to keep track of what's in the bag holding?
Sure.
You can keep everything except the gold I stole out of the man's pockets. That's mine. My gold.
Well, yeah, whatever you want to keep.
You might want to share.
It for himself.
Dude, you might
He's just
want
putting
to share
it.
gold.
Yeah, you might want to share that gold. That's like 30,000 right there in like human money.
He's not keeping it himself. He's more just.
I mean the 8 gold, not the 300s.
No.
Oh no. You can keep the 8 gold.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be pissed about that. I mean, you might
He's
be.
essentially.
I took it out of his pocket. That's mine. Rah.
Yeah, fair.
Or I'm gonna poison your drinks.
When it comes to like the 300 and stuff, he just figures it might be smart to keep it in the bag of holding for him who needs it.
If we find any big sums, goes in there.
To him, that's just for everybody.
Yeah, put it in there. Keep it safe. You know, you're less likely to die stupidly and get teleported somewhere than I am. So, you know.
First session, you got carried off by a bird.
Okay, yeah. Let's go get passports.
Also, can keep the potion of healing in there until we decide who's going to hold on to that.
I mean, I'm actually quite fine with the frontliners holding on to it.
I figured it would go to one of us because we tend to get hit the most.
Yeah.
Me or Dakota or Pashto seem to be one to get hit the most.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the ceiling every chance I get, so.
And then when there's no ceiling, he's just gonna float.
Yeah.
Or be like,
I'm gonna learn to fly just in case there is no ceiling. Ground, no, that's for losers.
That's a fair response, honestly.
I mean, if you're a genie warlock, right?
Yeah.
You could just go inside the bottle and I could just kind of carry you off.
I mean, yeah, but I only have one time of that, and it's not that long, so I'm saving it for when I need it. I was gonna steal a bunch of stuff and put it in the lamp, but seeing it's my house now, I don't need to. So
that's fair.
I mean, it's our house. You guys can sleep there if you want.
Yeah.
I got the key though. Anyway, passports. Let's go. Get arrested.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look again at your Quentin. What did you roll again for when you were checking through this guy's pockets? Oh, yeah, never mind. I remember now.
It's also night, so I don't think we can necessarily go right now.
So are you leaving the body where it lay, or are you doing something with it?
Carve him up and throw him in the sewers so the beasties in there can eat.
I'm okay with this. Shove him down his own toilet.
All right.
Yeah, let's get rid of the evidence.
For simplification and the fact that you're doing this, are you putting all the meat down there and turning off, like basically extinguishing the fire and the smoker, so that that there's no longer a problem, or are you just getting rid of the body?
I think that's smart.
Yeah, we'll put out everything that we don't need, and it's gonna smell and stuff.
So
We'll get
you
rid of
spend the
the
next 2 hours accomplishing these tasks.
Maybe I have a suggestion though. Okay, 2 or 3 of us we're gonna carve the body. The rest of you guys go fetch clean water, the poison one, so we can actually clean ourselves before exiting, so we don't walk around covered in blood.
I'm not covered in blood. I shot at him from like 50
No,
feet.
you're not covered in blood, but we will after carving this guy up.
Why aren't we just throwing? Yeah, we just throw him down there and the thing will eat it.
Because he's a bear guy.
Well, if we move the seat, we should be able to fit him, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Think so. Yeah, we'll try and push him in there.
And Zeron's all for covering him up, to be fair.
I mean, I can't push him in there.
That's Zeron's.
Oh, I'm also gonna take out the dress, and we should probably go find that lady and tell her the bad news about the right.
Thanks for volunteering.
I can do it, but I can't hug her to comfort her if she wants to cry. You know.
I don't comfort people.
I mean, if y'all are fine,
uncomfort people.
I'll do it. It's fine. She'll be poisoned.
Zeron's not a comfort person.
I'll take the dress and I'll put it in my bag, and while they were cleaning up my home, I'm gonna go find the lady.
It is late at night by the time you guys leave that place. So Greg, you're off looking for the sister, and other what are the rest of you, the three of you doing?
I mean, I can just rest in here now. There's no one's gonna fucking walk in.
All right.
Just sleep in a fucking chair. Probably more comfortable.
So, do I find her?
Roll investigation for me, please, Greg.
Doop.
Yeah. You eventually make your way back to the last place you saw her. You know, it's late, so she's trying to sleep, and she comes to the door to see you.
Hello.
You have news?
I do. I'm very sorry. All we could find at the place we think she was died is this, and I'll pull out the dress. Is this the dress she was wearing?
She kind of tears up as soon as she sees that and reaches out for the dress.
Here you go.
Where did you find it?
We were going around town investigating, and we found this bear guy, and he we figured out he was doing bad stuff, and we went into his house, and we found it in his house. So we got him arrested. And he's going to be put away.
She kind of like looks confused at that. But nobody arrests anyone here in the Traveler's Ward.
I might have fudged some things to get the guards interested in arresting someone bad. You know? Well, I mean, there were that. What other option did I have? He should be put in jail and rot there for the rest of his life for the things he did.
Well, thank you for telling me.
I would say it's my pleasure, but I don't bring bad news gladly. I'm very sorry for what happened. I'd give you a hug, but I don't think it's the best idea. We were very glad to have been able. I mean, I'm happy that we at least could bring you some sort of insight into what happened, even if it's not what you would have hoped for. Yeah. If there's anything you need, please let me know, and I'll try to see if I can help you out with that. Okay. Is it okay if I leave now?
Yes. She kind of like clutches the dress to her chest and backs into her home.
I'm very sorry, and I'll saunter off to my house. Hey guys, news delivered. I stick my thumb up. Look very awkwardly. Anyway, are we gonna go for passports tomorrow?
We can certainly try. Definitely would make our lives easier, even if it is annoying to do.
Okay. So, the four of you... Oh, sorry, three of you, because Shio is not currently with you. Settle down into that house and sleep. Alright, so, of course, Pasto doesn't rejoin you, because Pasto probably is unaware that you're still at that house.
Yeah, probably.
We'll get him a passport, too, eventually.
But anyway, so, you sleep, you're all very real rested, recovered anything you need to recover, which, you guys didn't get hurt, but that was a very one-sided battle. And you wake up the next day.
Passport time, let's go. Unless anyone else wants to do anything.
Well, you're excited.
Chio, did you end up coming back to the rest of the party after the night?
Give me a second.
Off to the thing.
Anyone?
Yep.
We're going to the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I returned after I was done with whatever I was doing.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Did my mic pick up? Hello?
Yeah, no,
Hello.
it did. Yeah. Hello. Let's go to the thing. Get our passports. Not passports. Citizenship cards. Whatever they want to call it. So we don't have to pay a toll every time we go in our house.
Yeah. Good news. This house is comfortable enough.
So Shio has rejoined you, but Pasto has not. Would you like to go looking for Pasto before you go out?
I feel like Zirian would.
I imagine he's back at the Lucky Stag. I'm running the rest of you joining him at the Lucky Stag. Hello?
Sorry.
Yep.
Is it just Zirin going to look for Pasto, or the rest of you joining Zirin?
Oh, Pasto Sumidus? Yeah, sure. Let's go find Pasto first. Do we roll perception?
Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry. It's /W space person's name. All right. So you head back to the last place you know Pasto would probably be, which is Lucky Stag. You enter in, and Pasto is there. In addition to the normal Minotaur bartender / owner, there also appears to be a tiefling sitting along the bar. As the four of you enter in. A very familiar tiefling, Shio.
Is that you, Larceny?
What?
My mate.
You know,
Is that you, Shio? I thought you died.
Not quite yet.
Well, good. How's it been?
It's been great. I figured out that I accidentally ate a person yesterday.
Good, good.
I don't know how I feel about this conversation.
Now, who are these people you're with?
Larceny, why don't you describe yourself?
I am a pinkish, reddish tiefling with yellow eyes and
Did I
long
DC?
horns.
Just for a second.
And long horns and long brown hair. Very puffy and flowy long hair.
Hello, Mr. Tiefling. Nice to meet you. And I reach out my hand to shake yours.
Do not touch that green man's hand.
What? No, don't ruin it.
Poison
Come
strike.
on.
Can I make an investigation check to see if he's lying or not?
That'd be an insight check. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, insight.
Can I make a deception?
I can post disadvantage by just straight up saying that he's a poisonous frog.
Appreciate it. Oh, I'm not poisonous. They're just joking with you.
He is definitely poisonous.
It's not that bad.
And you see before you
I
a little
don't-
frogman, a human with a human with a saber-toothed tiger skull, and a kind of grayish wolven.
Mm.
And your friend Chia.
Have any of you been near a sewer recently?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind if I ask what you guys were doing there?
Oh, like an actual full-size sewer? No, I wasn't.
What about the rest of you?
Killing things.
Just killing?
Rats, mostly.
All right. All right.
Yeah, we did some waiting jobs. Anyway, you're a friend of Owlman?
Yes, from a very long time ago.
Okay.
I practically taught him almost everything he knows.
Okay.
Well, at least
was-
last I saw him.
Is this true, Owlman?
He did teach me most of my thievery techniques, but he always was a bit better at that than I was.
Oh, good to hear.
However, I am able to perceive things a lot better than he does
Yes.
due to my eyes.
Oh. Okay. So we were thinking about getting passports.
Passports, you say?
Like citizenship cards. It's a
Yeah.
weird concept to me.
It's annoying.
I mean, it's better than where I'm from.
Yeah. It's a step that needs to be taken. I just don't know how much it costs, honestly. But we can see how that pans out.
To the... What's the place called again? The city office.
So Pasto is there. He's just kind of like in one of his half-conscious torpors that he wanders around in sometimes.
Yeah,
I just have a small question. Do you see, as the GM, do you see whispers from player to player?
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I'd have to set it to for me to see, each of your characters in order to do that, and I don't like doing that.
Oh, okay.
I have a question for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want to have citizenship in that hellhole?
Because that way we don't have to pay when we want to go visit our wards.
Let me rephrase.
No. You don't pay between wards. You only pay if you leave the city. If you leave the city and then you want to come back.
Yeah, so we can come back here when we leave the city.
There are other good things that go along with citizenship too, but that's the main one. You don't have to pay a silver to get in to get into the city.
I want to go for a swim in the day, and I don't want to pay a silver every time I do.
I have another question then. Why do we want to stay in that city? There's nothing good in that city.
Well, I've still got things to do here.
I'd like some more money.
Have an objective.
I see. All right.
I have no problem leaving the town, but it'd be nice to be able to come back and not have to pay.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything you want to do outside of town?
No, I just have no love for this hellhole.
I mean, you haven't seen all of it, have you?
No, not at all. I just saw probably the worst part of that place. If it was up to me, I would just burn it to the ground. It's
Hey,
just that thing
people live here.
Yeah, people.
I like the way you think.
Anyway, I want to get my passport. Who's coming with me? Who doesn't want to doesn't have to. I hope they give citizenship to frogs. I don't know if they do.
We have to. Might as well go for it.
It'll make things easier. Besides, it'll be fun. They're into great influence on everybody.
I have a very different vision of fun, to be fair. This place so far.
Would you guys mind if I tagged along to see how you get a passport? Because I might be interested myself.
No. You're a comrade of Shio's.
All right.
Shio. The way I see it, loyalty is commendable.
All right, so.
Betrayal, on the other hand, is not.
There we go. You are here in the Traveler's Ward. You have visited the Tight Top Ward before. Oh, why is the little frog token on there? That shouldn't be on there. You are heading over here to the Council Ward. And that gives you the option of going through the Dragon Square, which includes the Capitol Building. And the religious centers.
I feel like they're just kind of following Shio at this point because Shio's been here longer. Probably knows more of the city better than he does.
So how do you wish to get to the Council Ward? Do you just wind to the streets, or do you wish to go through the Dragon Square?
Let's see.
Like, compared to the Traveler's Ward, everything out here is open and airy. It doesn't smell nearly as bad. There's not... There are a lot of people still, but they're not packed in the way that they are in the Traveler's Ward. There's enough room here for people to breathe, for businesses. In the Sleepy Ward, mostly it's houses, though. And up through the Guild Ward, there are, like, various guild buildings and a few, like, artisans, but not exactly shops, more like apprenticeship areas. Like you go to the Trade Ward to see things that are on display. You go into the Guild Ward, you go to, like, the various guild places where you'd find, like, a proper blacksmith that then you'd be able to commission stuff to be built. Versus, like, on in the Trade Ward, you'd find an armor shop, for example, or a weapon shop where the things are already been built. So prices may vary. The Diplomatic Ward. The Diplomatic Ward's actually fairly sealed off and insular. There's actually various walls kind of up and surrounding it. But with a lot of openings. There's a lot of different doors that go into that, but mostly it seems to be heavily secured and patrolled. Not to keep people, in. It's more of keeping other people out. Like, you saw some security in the tight top ward, but those were all private security. There seems to be security, not only city security, but security from various countries from around the world that you know of. Because the Diplomats' Ward, that's where this entire country started up. It started up as a meeting place for diplomats of different countries to come together and talk about things.
So do we just go through the Dragon Square to get to the Council Ward?
Yeah, you can go through the Sleepy Ward if you want and skirt around the Dragon Square and hit the Trade Ward on your way to the Council Ward. But you can also just head straight through, like go, or you can just go to the Sleepy Ward. That's up to you guys.
Well, does anybody want to buy anything, or do we just want to cut straight through?
I'm fine with cutting straight through.
All right, let's just cut straight through then.
I don't have any shopping.
We have no idea how expensive these things are going to be.
Yeah, that's. We can shop afterwards. Zaren's fine with that, but he's not sure how expensive this process is going to be. He assumes they're going to gouge us in some way, shape, or form because of government.
All right, let's just go straight to the council then.
So is that through the Dragon's Ward or around the Dragons? Sorry, through the Dragon Square. Okay, so the Dragon Square is big and open and has many statues to the 10 primary dragons. Each of them has like little altars in front of them, and this particular month being Treskelcan, the altar to Treskelcan is the one that's currently have offerings on top of it, hoping for good seasonal weather, all that sort of thing. Just it's a good time to give offerings to that particular dragon. On one end of the square is the Grand Cathedral to Bahamut. That would be on this side of the square. On the other side of the square, closer to the Council Ward, and right near the Capitol building, is the Grand Temple to Tiamat. Which also includes where a good bunch of soldiers and guards happen to be currently barracked. As it's well known, most temples of Tiamat are also double as guards barracks.
Grace, can I interrupt you?
Sure.
What? I know since it's homebrew. What's the standing with Tiamat? Is she?
Did you not read the handouts for the beginning and the second age?
No, I read it.
Queen of Hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so is she
she's not considered bad. She's basically looked at more as the one that absorbs. Sorry, the one that basically keeps the demons from coming up and killing us all.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to reread that because it's been a long time.
Yeah, around not in front of any of the other statues. The statues basically line a huge corridor between the two major temples. But around the square, there are several other temples to various gods. You see a temple nearby to the Wanderer, which also doubles as an orphanage. And it's really close to to Tiamat. It's on the Tiamat side of the square. You see a small demure temple to Hope, not that far from Bahamut. Also nearby Bahamut is a decently sized temple to Palor. Give me 1 second. Nearby to that, one that's closer to the Tiamat side is the library, the library temple to the Quest Giver. And you see a lot of people flocking over there, basically people going in to read and look up information. And I think that's about it as you pass through the square and pass by the Grand Capitol building. You pass by that all the way into the Council Ward. And here you find various government functionary buildings, bureau of this, bureau of that, and spot the opposite the Citizens Affairs Office.
Okay. I walk up.
All right. Yeah, unlike some of the other places you've been, this place isn't all that crowded. It's kind of like think the DMV, but except it's on a very slow day where there's very few people coming in to renew their licenses. So you walk in and there are like benches, places to sit in various body shape forms. Like most of them don't have backs because creatures with tails do not like that. And you see several counters. The one that's currently unoccupied has a white feathered Aarakocra sitting behind it.
Hello.
She kind of looks up and nods her head. Welcome.
I was wondering, is there a way I could get get citizenship? Like what's the protocol?
Come sit. There is a fee. It is essentially the way to ensure that you are good citizenship material for the country, and it gives you access to many of our services at that point.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. What's the fee? Is there like a citizenship test? Am I gonna... Is it very expensive or just like normally expensive?
Was I muted or did you hear all that?
I didn't hear anything.
Darn it! What did I last say?
No, I asked whether or not I have to do a test, and after that
sorry.
I didn't hear anything.
She said, sorry, I was muted when I said this. Apparently, she says no tests. It's 50 gold, but you get access to services. You get to be able to buy property at that point, to open a business at that point, and you go on the register.
Oh, it's not that bad. Does only one person need to be citizen, and can like his friends live in his house?
I don't see why not. There's no reason why that can't be done. That can't be done. But citizenship makes sure that you don't have to pay anything to go in and out of the gates. You might be called up for service if, say, the entire place was invaded.
That's fine.
But unlike citizenships in certain countries, we don't actually require you being part of the standing army.
Good. Are there any other benefits to being a citizen?
Well, the access to the health centers. You can open a business. You can buy a house.
How do houses work in the Travelers Board?
Well, you wouldn't want to live there if you're a citizen. There's no zoning, no regulation, no one owns anything in the Travelers Board. Technically, if we really wanted to, we could bulldoze the entire thing in just to have it completely wiped out, and there's no property there. People just build stuff there. I really don't recommend citizens live in the Travelers Board. There's really no point to it. If you have the money to become a citizen, you really should not be over there.
That's a good point.
You also get to dock. You can also get access to the docks. You don't have to pay any extra for the docks. And you have access to some better jobs. There's usually people that want citizens in jobs that are bonded and secured, unlike jobs that get posted in the Traveler's Ward, from what I understand. It's very unsafe down there. People looking to, do all sorts of things to other people to get shown up on the quest givers board down there.
Good. Guys, I don't. Who wants to be a citizen? Because I want to be. But I don't have the money.
I don't know. The more she talks, and the less I want to stay in that stinkhole of a city.
I'll have you know that I grew up there. Thank you very much.
Look, I'll tell you, it's way better than where I'm from. Believe me.
Yeah, civilized people are usually judged by the way they treat their poor.
Oh, and don't forget, if you're a citizen, you also get to vote in the elections and possibly even run for office after the first year.
Oh yes, I want to be a citizen. How do the offices work?
Greg for president.
How? I'll ask someone later. I should probably first get.
And it's not like you have to. It's not like the citizenship is just for this city. It's anywhere in the country you want to move to.
Oh, it's the whole country. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to pay when we enter cities. It's perfect.
Yeah, each district gets their own counselor for the Capitol building.
I can be counselor of. Oh, this can be my building.
So the citizenship is for the whole country, not just the city. Okay.
Correct.
I guess now that makes more sense. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I want a citizenship then.
Do you currently have a permanent address?
No, I do not.
We can't purchase one without being a citizen, so no.
Well, I mean, you might have a place that you're thinking about buying. Well, that's true. And of course, there's also you might be living with people who are citizens, and that's your current address. You can always get that updated later.
Yeah.
But that's
we'll
where
get that updated as soon as possible.
But that's where you yeah. We will have a register for you.
Okay. So, 50 gold?
50
Do all
gold.
of us want to get citizenship?
Well, now I'd like to, if it allows us to move from city to city.
Wait, do I have 50 gold? That's 10 more. Nope, I don't. Nowhere near.
Zarian. Zarian is going to be... Zarian?
Money bags?
Do you guys... we should take a break at this point. We'll take a break and wait for Evil Fluffy to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
BRB?
Okay. Grizz? Excuse me? Okay.
And I am back.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh yeah, Grizz,
Yep.
can I have the information that I asked for?
I whispered it to you. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh, sorry. No, that hasn't happened yet. You paid the guy, and he's going out to find that information for you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was remembering the name he gave you, and then you asked him to find out where he lives, and
Okay. Thank you.
and
I
that's
just
what
didn't understand that.
the name he was willing to give for free, but the all the other legwork, nah, he wanted paid.
Okay. So in total, I think we got like 360 gold from blood money yesterday. Wasn't that right?
Something along that thing, yeah. I rolled well when I checked to see how much money that was in that bag.
Apparently the sausage and meat sold very well.
Mm-hmm. You've been making a lot of money lately, and just keeping it, keeping it from, living in the traveler's ward and not spending it on anything else. I mean, after all, he didn't have to buy primary ingredient for his sausages, though, did he?
No, I did not.
I was actually inspired by a Russian, Ukrainian, or Bulgarian. I can't remember which right now. Man from the I want to say last century, maybe the beginning of the century. I forget exactly. It's one of those serial killer stories that I read about. And I said, you know what? Considering the conditions in the Traveler's Ward, that sounds like the sort of serial killer I want to take. And, put together a scenario around. And you guys ended up well rewarded for it.
I'm just gonna search sausage serial killer and see if what pops up.
I think the guy's name might have been Pluto. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up my podcast. Actually, it was a podcast I listened to about it. Let's see if it shows up on the list. Let's see.
Was it Fritz Harman?
Yeah, hold on. Let's see, which one was it? No. Trying to remember the name. I can't remember. Oh, wasn't neither of those locations. It was the guy was from Berlin. The Butcher of Berlin and his bloody bratwurst was the name of the podcast episode I'm thinking about. But I can't remember the name offhand. Let's see if the podcast information has that name.
Carl Grossman?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, cannibalism.
Suspected cannibalism because they weren't 100% on that. They just had some really bad theories.
Suicide by hanging. See, 26 to 100 plus victims. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. It's like, that sounds like the perfect sort of person that serial killer that'd be operating in the Traveler ward at this point. Welcome back. My bread came out beautifully this time. Last time I made my bread, I didn't cook it long enough, and it was kind of anemic. This time it's nice, and the outside of it's nice and golden brown, and it'll make for great toast tomorrow morning.
Bread.
So looks like we're waiting for Honest Key. All right.
Yeah, so being so citizenship words. It's $50 a piece. So we were just. So is everyone thinking of getting in on that, or are we getting like one or two people in on that and then trying to buy a property with like 200 gold? I don't know if that's possible even, but I mean, we could keep the property we own. We just got it all clear on that. It's basically my house now. But
Yes.
we might want to
Can we
try
just split?
Okay.
Can we just split the 300 gold we got yesterday?
We could. There were 4 or 5 of us then. 'Cause technically speaking, the new guy wasn't there yet.
No, he wasn't. Sorry, Blake.
Everyone back?
I don't know.
That would be myself, Zarian, you, Hakoda, and the guy who was standing guard outside. So I think that would be 5. Right?
So who isn't wanting to become a citizen then? Since there are 6 of you, so
There are 6 of us, but one of us wasn't here for the money.
This is true. I was saying, so it's just the money you're splitting apart. I thought you were talking about who wants to become a citizen.
No, yeah, the money we were splitting apart. So that would be 60 a person, I would say. At least with the gold pieces.
Yeah. I'm fine with splitting it. That way, whoever wants to pay for citizenship can, and who doesn't. That way, whoever wants to spend the money on becoming a citizen can do it. And if you don't, you still have money left.
All right.
I mean, we're in the part of the game where we all can still spend quite a bit of money on items and basic equipment to upgrade. I think at least the fighters can. Probably upgrade armor. I could as well, actually.
I wouldn't mind having a better armor, but honestly, I'm dex based, so. Eh.
I mean, you could get studded, which would raise it by 1.
I have studded leather.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a bit of my gold on becoming a citizen, so.
So it's 60 per person, yeah?
Yeah, it's 60 per person except for the new guy.
All right.
Who got kind of boned because
Shafted,
we didn't pick him up earlier. If we did, he could have become one.
Yep. My D&D Beyond is being fucky, so I guess I'm going to have to just add that later. No, wait, there we go.
All right, everyone who's getting registered as a citizen, please write that down in our Discord chat so I can keep track of who's who.
Okay, but split the money though.
Yeah, we're splitting the money, so whoever can or wants to can buy
everyone got 60. Everyone but Larson, you got 60 gold.
60 as in 60.
Yes.
Yes, gold.
And I take it you haven't split the silver yet.
Not yet, no.
So let's see here. 600 divided 5 ways, that would be 120.
For each?
Per person, yes.
Yeah, 120 silver.
Yeah, I kind of want to go swap that out for something, because now I'm walking around with 200 plus silver pieces.
Okay, but I got a question. It's 50, right? As in 50?
50 gold. Yeah. Or 500 silver.
50 to become a citizen. You don't have to, you can.
I will take it, because,
Yeah.
I'd be able to get work at the guild ward, if that is what I think it is. I mean, there's going to be a lot of guilds, but there might be like one that uses muscle people to go do stuff.
And you're a muscle person? You're a little frog.
I'm talking about adventurers, not heavy lifting.
So that way he knows what he got out of that too. So.
Okay, so when you hand over your gold, she asks 3 of you. So you don't currently have a place of residence. All right, you can come in. You can come and get that updated anytime. I need your names, and if you would like to register a blood sample, you may.
What's the blood sample for?
It is in case you get swapped with some nefarious magic.
Oh, okay.
Or someone attempts to persuade somebody else that they are you. The blood sample will be able to use magic to identify you with the imposter.
I guess.
So Greg registered a blood sample. Anyone else?
Can I insight that?
Sure. She seems to believe what she's saying.
He's still gonna pass.
Okay, what's the blood sample for already?
The blood sample is to identify you properly. Like you can bring a citizenship pass and claim to be a particular person, but the blood sample.
So can I just like poke myself with one of my daggers and just kind of like give a blood sample right now?
Yes.
Can you finish, Grizz? Because I want to know.
It will help identify you away. So anybody can come. Like have stolen your citizenship ID, your pass, and claim to be you. They're pretty lax at the gates. I've heard even forgeries get by the gates with ease. She grumbles a bit, but any legitimate system will at least be carefully scrutinizing your badge and ID. Some unscrupulous people with fairly matching characteristics, let's say another Wolven like you, comes up with your citizenship ID and claims to be you. Well, unless they're doing a deep background check and trying to compare blood sample, if you give us a blood sample, you'll be indistinguishable from another that looks like you.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna give a blood sample.
Already doing that. What was the other thing other than the blood sample? I forgot.
Any permanent residence that you claim. You can come and get that updated later, after you like buy a place or rent a place or anytime you move. And if you're in a new district, all you have to do is go to the local office in that particular district city and get your new residence registered.
All right. So do I just have like? So what is it like? Just a ID card now? Like basically, a citizenship card?
Yes.
Okay.
You can fix it to a piece of jewelry if you like, and wear it as a pendant. Most people seem to think that that's a good way of doing it. You can get it embedded into a ring if that's what you prefer. You can just have it as a flat card of sorts with the information on it, and keep it tucked away. Some people seem to like that.
I'm just gonna have it as an ID card.
All right. Yeah, for the way that you have these ID cards, you guys can copy that down into for your own details. Like put it in your inventory.
Can I have a cool ID ring?
Yeah. So basically, by the end of a couple of hours, all of your card and details would have been registered.
Okay. Let's see if we can find a good job now. Unless anyone wants to go shopping or something.
Wait, yeah, no. I'm gonna find a job because I don't have much money left.
Yep, still broke. What can a person with my skill set even do in a regular city?
More than you'd imagine. Just more than you can imagine. He's not. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To the guild border? To the guild board? Ooh, could we get a houseboat? That would be cool. That'd be expensive too. No. And we can't sail. I can't sail. Maybe someone else can.
Fairly certain it's more than the 50 that we just spent.
Hey, Grizz, there's something that Akoda wants to buy, actually, but it's very silly.
What?
It's a welcome home rug.
Aww.
I want to buy that for a frog friend.
That sounds like something you can pick up easily for 1 silver.
Alright, I'm buying one if you. I don't have this. And I'm trying to hide it from our frog friend. I want it to be a surprise, so I want it wrapped and, what's it?
Excuse me.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna
Okay, you go.
I'm gonna look for a job with my particular set of skills.
All right.
I think I might join. I'm looking for a job to get more money again.
Yeah, I'm going to the guild wards to check out the guilds that are there.
Okay. Okay, so, Zirin and Shiu, where exactly are you looking for a job?
Could I also go with them?
Sure.
I want to go look as well. And jump for a fighter, maybe guard or something.
I'm gonna drop all your tokens down here so that I can keep track of you guys. You guys can move your cells to wherever you wish to be.
Is there anything that would that would be good for my for me being like the mobile kind of person?
Yeah.
They might want someone in the deployment wards to run messages, maybe.
I could do that if I because I can move pretty quickly as well because I'm in a city area. I can literally just be a messenger bird.
Fair. We could also ask around, see if there's any, because we know there was a job board and travelers board. We can see if there's anything similar anywhere else around here too. Fair.
That's why I'm going around the guild wards. I'm gonna look at all the guilds, see if there's anything cool, and I'm gonna look for boards with jobs.
All right. So one thing you remembered, thinking about jobs and job boards, is that there was the temple to the quest giver in the Dragon Square. This FYI. Grek, as you head into the guild ward, you see all sorts of dazzling guilds all over the place of pretty much any type of imaginable trade that's at least legitimate. And like you don't see guilds for advertising for thieves or assassins or terrorists or like saboteurs or anything of that nature.
What? No terrorist guilds?
Or pirates?
No terrorist guilds.
Bandits? Or you don't see guilds for anything that would be considered illegal in most places.
No, damn, no terrorist guilds. I wanted to join ISIS.
But you do see like a bunch of different guilds that it's clear what they do. And others that seem to be like outreach guilds that deal with outreach, guilds that deal with like music, guilds that deal with archaeology, guilds that seem to but basically the ones that don't actually physically produce things. Because plenty of the guilds here are like artisan guilds that like they create stuff and then that stuff gets transported to the Traveler's Ward to be sold, sort of place. But others are like associations of like the dock workers and gardeners and some are outreach. Like there's one called the Order of the Dove, which appears to be some sort of outreach program, like helping out the downtrodden and whatnot.
Is there a mysticism guild?
Sure. Let's see. Roll for investigation.
Are there any fighter guilds?
There would be a mercenary guild.
I'm gonna.
Greg, you're pretty sure there is a mysticism guild somewhere, but you were lost and you can't seem to locate that.
Damn it!
You're heading to the guild ward as well, Hakoda?
Yeah.
All right, roll me an investigation check. Yeah. At some point, gazing around at the sparkling guilds everywhere, you bump into Grek and nearly trip over him.
Oh, hey. I've been looking for like a mysticism guild. Oh! I should go look for a jeweler's guild.
I was looking for a fighters guild or something, but I found nothing.
Maybe we should ask something. I'll walk up to the first person.
I've been asking around. No one knows. It's as if it doesn't exist.
Fighters guilds? I'll help you find one. Maybe there's something for you. Can I walk up to someone? And ask them the question. Was you muted again?
Sorry, I could have sworn I pushed this in. Are you hearing me?
Now we are.
There we go. Oh, I hit the radial all the way down, it looks like. Sorry, I'm getting multiple... Since all of you guys scattered and all of you are asking me questions, I am trying to sort out... No, it's okay. I'm trying to sort out who, where first. So give me 1 minute to sort this out and respond to you.
Could roll for initiative. That will allow you to keep track.
Sorry, noise. Brain is not working. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you're doing that. You're doing that, Grek. Dakota tripped over you. Dakota, you're now asking somebody about what guild are you asking them about, Grek?
Hello, good sir, madam. I was wondering if you could help me and my friend out. We're new citizens to the city, And we were looking to maybe join some guilds or check out some guilds to see if there's like anyone that speaks to us particularly. My friend is very good at like hitting things with metal, like swords, and poking things. So he might be looking for like a job where that's a guild where that's their expertise. And I myself am looking for like a guild that deals more in like arcana and mysticism, or maybe like a jeweler's guild. If there is any of those.
Well, I don't know too much about magical type guilds, but if you're looking to hit stuff, have you thought about the guild, the Dance of Blades?
That sounds good for you, right? The
It does.
Dancing Blade Guild?
Yeah, it does. I like it.
No Jeweler Guild?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the jewelers.
Okay. Well, where's the Dancing Sword Guild? The Sword Dancers Guild?
Oh, well, you want to head down that street, go that way, and it gives you a particular number. It should have a picture of blades on it, looking like they're being swung around in a dance.
Okay, well, we'll go there first, and maybe someone there can help me find my place. How does that sound?
Sure.
Me and Hokkaido are heading there.
All right, and while you guys are walking there, Zirin, Shiu, Larceny, what are you guys doing?
I was thinking, because you would have seen that thing going through a Dragon Square, heading there and looking at that quest giver place.
Okay.
That's where Zirin's at least going.
What did you say?
I said it's at least where Zirin's going. I don't know what they were
Okay.
doing too. Well, they're heading that way.
Did you get the message I sent?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So you're off there. Pasto, I'm guessing Pasto is sticking. I'm guessing actually Pasto probably went back to the work in the clinic.
That would make sense. He's trying to get more work experience.
Shiu, which direction did you go in?
I went looking for work as a kind of messenger bird for the diplomats ward.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, now I remember what you said. Sorry. All right. Yeah, sorry. This gets really confusing when people decide they want to break up, because like it's easier to improv with like one set instead of 5 at the same time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's why I have like loose information about each area. I don't have necessarily cohesive information about each area, though. So I already have Grek and Hakata doing that. I know what Larceny's up to, because Larceny whispered me. Shiu is going to attempt to find a job there. So it means Zirin would be the one going there. Alright, so you go to a temple, which is really the public library of this city. There are librarians dressed in robes. There seems to be several floors with various steps that go up to different levels with different reference materials. There is the ubiquitous central desk where, instead of what you might find as in other worlds, just a quiet librarian, you have what is most likely a cleric sitting behind on a comfortable chair at a wide desk surrounded by various books, currently reading one of them.
Walk up. Greetings.
And she kind of like puts a marker into the book and sets it down and looks up at you. Ah, greetings. Coming to peruse the stacks, or do you have another reason for standing here?
I was trying to find a means for income.
And I'm guessing you mean by something other than tending to books.
Yes.
Well, I know some wizard off at the edge of town, over at the edge of the top ward, who's currently looking for some people for an expedition, if that's what you're asking.
That might be interesting.
All right, you want something else then? She thinks around and pulls out like a sheaf of like a small notebook that like got loose papers kind of like falling out of it, and she kind of like pulls it open and starts rummaging through. It's like, no, that was done. Ah, well, someone wants to investigate rumors around the secure ward, claiming that there's a haunting going on in one of the unused blocks of cells over there. Would you be interested in that?
You know, that might be somebody interesting too. I'll have to bring up with the others.
Good, you have a team. Yes, usually when one talks to the quest giver, one does want something more interesting than simply gardening work. Though I imagine that those show up on quest giver boards too, but not here. Not at the temple.
You'll nod. Can I get directions to both of those places? That way I can inform
All right.
my friend.
She kind of writes down the location in the tight top ward with the wizard, and she gives you the directions to the secure ward, which is kind of a little bit over there.
Yeah.
And says, don't make a big thing about getting in. Just make sure to reference that if you go to the secure ward, make sure to let them know that you were there to investigate the haunting.
You'll nod. Appreciate it. Enjoy your book. You kind of give her a very
And
respectful nod.
She nods back and goes back to reading.
And he would then eventually head to the guild ward, kind of, because he knew at least one of them went that direction.
Meanwhile, Grek and Hakoda have made it to the Dance of Blades. Standing outside is a kind of tall, horse-like person, also known as a Talani. But this one is, rather than the normal yellow or orange fur that you expect on a Talani, this one has more white and black fur that's kind of stripy. And she kind of like looks down at you guys as you approach. Well, looks down at Grek and kind of like then looks back up and matches eyes with Hakoda.
Hello.
Do you need the assistance of the Blades, or are you looking to apply?
My friend here was looking to apply. You guys mainly focus on stabbing, right?
Well, stabbing with style, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, but not like magic stabbing, right?
Well, that depends. It can be quite magical if you know what you're doing.
I mean like magic. No offense.
I'm not sure about the style part. I mean, I'm pretty good with a blade, but
I mean, he is. I'm not.
I'm not a dancer per se.
You don't think you're coordinated enough?
Well, I don't know. I would have to check. I'm pretty nimble, I've been told.
pretty nimble.
Yeah. I'm agile, I think.
So, why would you want to join the Blades?
Well, I was looking for a guild of mercenary fighters, blade for hires, and that's
True,
where we're sent.
we do hire out. It's not uncommon for diplomats to hire us for special events. The reason why we're the Dance of Blades is that we tend to coordinate with fancy affairs. Places where the diplomats would rather not have their normal entourage with them. They would rather hire special. Or other rich people. The Tight Top Ward, a lot of us go to the Tight Top Ward, but yes, we do get some good diplomats in here.
I gotta say, I've been a soldier all my life, so...
You're good at guarding, and can you keep yourself looking fancy and dance if need be?
Well, I mean, given the right clothes and a good day to brush my fur, I suppose. I mean, I know how to present myself. I'm not a dancer, but I've been taught a little bit.
Is that your best set of clothing, or do you need better?
I'm afraid it's the only one I have. I just arrived in town, and, well, as I'm sure you're aware, the Traveler's Ward is not nice to people who arrive.
It's not a good place to make money. We just got our citizenship, so we're thinking, let's move up in the world.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good for you. Oh, yes, we pay so much better than any job you can potentially have gotten in the Traveler's Ward. It's a good thing you didn't stay that you aren't still there, but you look healthy. She kind of looks you guys up and down.
I can assure you, we are keeping ourselves clean and healthy, yes.
I take a bath at least once a day.
He does. Generally before everyone, so we have to find our own water.
I would die if I didn't.
Yeah, no, I know. But yeah, I tend to keep myself very clean. Honestly, I don't like having my fur disgusting, given the fact that my nose is closed.
Yeah, so he's here to join the Stabby Guild, the nice fancy Stabby Guild. But is there like a arcane guild or like mysticism, or is there like a jewelers guild where I can learn how to make jewels?
Well, there are plenty of those around, I imagine.
Would you happen to know where they are?
Well, I think the closest one to here would probably be the Order of the Purple Dragon.
Ooh, sounds fancy. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. Are you okay here?
Yes, of course. Should we meet up? All of us, should we meet up like at an inn or something? I gotta have a gift for you.
For me?
Yeah, it's a little something, nothing fancy.
I mean, it might be easiest just to meet back at the
Oh yeah, your house. Yeah,
my house.
Good point. Let's do that then.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for the purple dragon.
All right. Well, good luck, and see you later then.
Thanks.
All right, Shiu, roll investigation.
Alrighty then. All right. Damn.
Yeah. The diplomatic ward seems to be pretty busy, and no one seems to be interested in talking with you. You can't get anyone to tell you any information. Most of them are speaking in weird languages, weird accents, and they just keep overlooking you.
It's because I'm a small bird, aren't I?
It might just be that, yes.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna go join up with I'm gonna go to the guild ward and look for Hakoda because that sounded interesting. Excuse me for using meta knowledge. I'm sorry.
All right. Zuriel, where do you go after you leave the quest giver's temple? Or do you stay there and read?
He would have headed to the guild ward where he saw it. At least the one go, so he's gonna go. No, he was because they both went to direction, so he's looking for at least one of them.
All right. So let's see. Since Zirin, that's where Zirin was. It wasn't too far off from there. Please roll me the investigation check, Zirin.
All right.
All right. You start looking around, but this is a pretty big place. Trying to find your companions is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's fine. If we can't find them, he'll find them later, anyways.
Larceny, what do you do when you're done where you're at?
I'm going to try and go look for Shia. In the diplomat's ward. Because that's where I heard him last say he was going, I think.
Roll me an investigation check.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you don't spot him as you head to the diplomat's ward.
Oh, no.
Two ships passing in the night.
Greg, you have made it to Order of the Purple Dragon, which is a little fancy building with a bit of a tower on it that has the image of a dragon all in purple on the outside.
I'll knock on the door.
There's no real door. It's more like an archway.
I walk into the archway.
Yeah. And you find yourself in a nice, cool, kind of like lobby area. You don't seem to see anybody about right now. There's like two archways going off to the direction east and west.
Are there like signs?
Nope.
Eeny, meeny, miny, right.
All right. So you walk in and you find like a big table, some chairs, and two people wearing like hats and purple robes and like the kind of hats that would once have been pointy, like kind of like listing to one side. Sitting there in conversation. One of them's drinking coffee. Another one's got like a plate of food in front of them. And that one kind of like stops eating for a moment and looks over at you as you enter.
Hello?
He's kind of the humanoid. The human kind of swallows rapidly and says, "Hi. Can I help you with something?"
Is this the purple dragon thing?
Order of the Purple Dragon. Are you
Yes.
a member?
I want to be.
Well, come, sit down. The other one appears to be a dragonborn with kind of reddish scales. Like looks up with their tea and just stares at you.
I do in a very awkward wave. Hello?
Hi. You do magic? You are a grung. I didn't think green grung did magic.
We do sometimes.
Tell me, the human says, like pushing their plate aside. Have you ever seen a purple dragon?
I wish I had, but no. I don't know how friendly they are, but I'm pretty sure a purple dragon could take me out.
Oh, they are supposedly the most magical of beings, but no one has actually seen one.
Oh.
And the Dragonborn chuckles and says, I seriously doubt they actually exist. It's just a good name. And the human just kind of looks over the Dragonborn and says, hush. Oh, very well. And he goes back to his tea. The Dragonborn goes back to his tea.
So what do you guys do here exactly?
Well, the human says, we debate, we study, we look at at ancient tomes and ancient writings, and there were writings about purple dragons back in the day. Did you know that?
I do now. Sounds interesting.
Yes. Now, do you like lively debates? Do you like studying? Do you like special kinds of magic?
Oh, I love special kinds of magic.
Excellent. And can you write a paper?
I can certainly attempt.
The Dragonborn chuckles. You really think this one is up to the challenge of publishing findings?
I'll have you know that I can tell you a lot about Cracksore. I don't think there's many people that know a lot about that place, are there?
The Dragonborn chuckles. Cracksore is one of the neighbors of my home country. They are very different types of spider acts than the ones that live around the borders of my country. But they are a fiercely political group, from what I understand. And they have an empress, and they keep slaves. And are very big on service to the state.
That's a very ground level understanding, I guess. Yes.
Politics, the human says. I don't care about this talk of politics. Why don't we talk about magic?
Sure.
Right. Meanwhile, Hakoda, are you still in the guild? Are you actually inside the blade dancer, the dancing blade guild, or are you outside somewhere?
No, I'm still at the guild. I want to be hired.
Okay, so you're going through that process. Greg is going through his process. Zirin and Shu, what are you two doing?
Well, now I'm looking for the mercenary hall so I can get a job fighting things instead of delivering things, because apparently nobody needs a carrier pigeon.
Roll for perception.
Yeah, I'm looking basically the same.
23.
All right. So you pass by various guild halls. There are a lot in this place. Various kinds of potentially mercenary guilds. Two that stand out to you are the Golden Archers. Golden Archers and Dance of Blades.
Hmm. Let's see here. I think I'll do the Dance of Blades.
All right.
I think Zirin would assume that Hakoda was looking for a place that stabbed people, like a stabby organization.
All right. So you're probably also lured to the Dance of Blades. Larceny, how long do you stay searching the diplomat's ward, looking for Shiyu?
Not very long, maybe like an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay. Zirin?
Hmm?
What are you doing? What are you doing exactly?
You're probably asking somebody for, probably pulling someone to be like, "Hey, is there a mercenary guild that deals with swords mostly?"
Investigation. Yeah, it takes you a while to find the right person to talk to, and they point you down the right way, and eventually you find the Dance of Blades Guild Hall.
Shio found it first.
And you're getting in there, you see both Hakato and Shiyu in there.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, we're here all along. Well, I was.
Fair.
All right. So we're here.
I suppose so.
I found a couple of jobs, potentially.
Now, did you now? I was just about to try and join this organization, as it was.
He kind of looks around. So what's
I
their
don't know.
stick?
Makoto, would you like to explain to me what exactly this place is? Because I don't exactly know myself.
To be fair, I'm not sure either. He said a bunch of things about being graceful and dancing and all of that, and then he kind of, I don't know.
She was telling you that basically this guild is mercenaries who tend to work for like the diplomats corps and the tight top ward, especially for like special events and like running private security for for nice parties and like gala events, that sort of stuff. That basically not only do you have to be good with the blade, but you also need to be able to be elegant and graceful.
Yeah, I know, but Akoda would have been listening and then would have been like, "That's a lot of word. That's a shit ton of words."
I'll just go ask somebody.
All right, and you run into the same the same zebra person, and she gives you about the same spiel, like elegant blades, light on your feet, able to clean up well, do your job, be professional, that sort of stuff.
That sounds interesting.
All right. Well, how do I how do I go about how do I go about signing up for for your organization.
Well, how good are you with the sword?
Good enough to have the finesse to use a rapier as one of my main weapons.
Well, let me see then.
Do I just what do I do? Roll to attack or what?
Yeah. She like directs you over towards like a straw dummy inside a little training area inside the building, and lets you prove yourself.
Not fucking 20.
Ah, now that is an excellent arm you have.
Do you want all of us to, maybe prove ourselves, or?
So, Hakoda, are you attempting to join or not? It's hard to tell.
I believe so. I don't want to save him though.
I mean, are we all hitting stuff, or?
I think that's their trial essentially. It seems like, or at least the first part.
I don't know. Guys, it's almost like 7. I honestly, right now, I'd jump off because.
What? Ash?
Yeah?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I honestly, it's almost 7. I would jump off right now because I've been on the computer for like a shit ton of time since the morning, and honestly, I kind of want to do something else right now. So.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys? Are you good for stopping here this week? Or do you guys have anything else you wish to get done on this session?
It it's okay. We can figure out what to do next week when we get to the quest board, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I made
Today
a
was
note in the chat what I found.
Today was a day that we have murdered somebody.
Yep, you murdered a cannibal bear.
You also ate a person.
Also true.
All right.
Probably
well,
multiple people because it was a sausage.
I'm
Are you gonna
just-
cough it back up as a owl pellet?
No, because that's
There's no
because,
bones,
like,
no hair
that's-
in there.
Yeah, that's like for pelts and bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is stuff that the owl can't digest.
You're also hanging out with Zirians. There's gonna be a lot more people dying around him. The anarchist barbarian. That's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sure that'll go well.
All right, I have a little bit of work to do, so I'm gonna head off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you
All
guys.
right. See you guys
in
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
Till tomorrow.
Yep, you gave me a lot of stuff to work with, so yeah, like like I said with what every GM it says is that you did not do exactly what I expected. Like we went through part of it what I expected, like all the stuff with the butcher and all that, but the aftermath changed dramatically from what I was expecting.
Oh yeah, and like.
Yeah.
And so it caused me to need to write up all sorts of new stuff that I hadn't wrote up before.
I'm gonna go to bed now. So
bye guys. Take care.
If it's okay, I still want my owl drawn.